And supposedly there is and I know that our folks that are listening out there can't see it, but I'm doing air quotes here.
Wow.
There's a quote, new in air quotes, parenting trend that's called FAFO, which stands for fool around and find out.
Okay.
A parenting style called fool around and find out is trending after the Huffington Post did a story. It's defined as letting your kids, quote, experience the natural consequences of their actions without getting too involved. A TikTok mom got it started in 2022. Can y'all believe that? Like, it's actually being no one ever parented like this. This is how we were raised.
I'm going to say that started in the beginning of time.
Go on and slam your finger in that door and see if it hurts, right?
Exactly.
Go on in there and grab the pot handle from your mama's pot of boiling water in the kitchen, right?
Pull that pan out of the oven with your hand.
That's right.
Yeah.
Obviously, you're not going to let your kid run out into traffic to find out what happens. It's just for when safety isn't a concern. The original example used was a kid didn't want to wear his coat out in the rain, so his mama said fine, and then he spent the rest of the day miserable and soaking wet later on. Experts say letting your kid learn their lessons like that can teach them problem-solving skills and help them learn more and be more independent. Maybe just ease into it and never, ever, ever be mean. 417-699-8446. How many of y'all were raised on the fool around and find out method? I know that there are three gentlemen right here, myself, John Browning, and Josh Grisham, that all FAFO'd when we were little kids.
When you're told to go get a switch.
No, look, hang on. That was terrible.
Yeah, it was
go get a switch. But apparently you had fooled around and you fixing to find out.
Absolutely.
Hit us up and let us know. I graduated from the leather belt school several times. A true learning experience.
Yes. 100%.
We went to the get outside as soon as it's daylight and don't come back until it's dark. And if you mess up while you out there, not only will you get in trouble wherever it is that you mess up, but you will get in trouble when you get home. So
100%.
I feel like a lot of parents for the past 15 or 20 years are just now getting to the point where they're like, wait a minute, we got to do something about this. This is foolish. So FAFO, fool around and find out. Hit us up and let us know if you graduated from that school of parenting, and if so, if you kept that school of parenting going as as time went on.
That's it.
Miss Vicky, not just yes, but hell yeah. I wanted everyone to love my kids. I rarely had to discipline them. That is correct.
There you go.
Miss Donna, yes and yes. My dad could pull off and pop his belt faster than a gunslinger.
Beautiful.
Oh, that is good stuff right there. Keep them coming. My stories that I like to tell. I was probably about 4 years old. My brother was 3, my sister was 2, and my mom went into a store in the mall, and it was, I believe, Coach House Gifts. Now, Coach House Gifts was like almost like a Hallmark store back in the day. They had greeting cards and real upscale fancy stuff. And Mom had to go in and get something, and me, my brother, and my sister waited out in the mallway with Dad. And I said, I want to go into the store. And Dad was like, no, you can't go into the store. And I was like, but I want to. I want to go with Mom. He was like, no, you're not. And he said, I kept inching closer and closer to the entrance of the store, closer and closer to the entrance of the store. And Dad said, I told you, like, if you put one foot inside that store, and I'm gonna spank you. And apparently I walked right over to the edge, put my foot right up against the line, and I just dangled my leg over the opposite side of the entranceway to the store. And then I put my foot down, and as soon as my foot went down, Daddy's hand went right on my butt. Whap! I got popped, and apparently I sprawled out in the middle of the mall, squalling, hollering, bellering, as Daddy said. And about that time, just like a bad movie on cue, my mama walks out of the store, and she looks down and said, what happened to him? And Daddy said, he wanted to go inside with you, and I told him he could not. And I told him that if he did, I was going to spank him. And Mama said, oh, okay. And they left. They just started walking up the mall, left me laying in the middle of the mall crying, squalling, bellowing. And Dad said, as soon as you realize that no one's going to pick you up and baby you, you wiped up your tears and you caught up with us at the mall, and there was nothing ever said. That is my example of the fool around and find out. Josh Grisham is in studio this morning. Mr. Grisham, did you graduate from the FAFO School of Parenting?
kidding me? I think I graduated with a doctorate.
A doctorate, huh?
Yeah, and here's the thing: we grew up in a time where the punishment arrived before you even fooled around. Like, don't you even think about it,
son? You already knew. You already knew.
You knew it was coming.
All you had to do was find out one time. That's it. That's all you had to do. And then every other time you was like, remember what happened last time I fooled around? I found out. Maybe I want to find out. I already know about it. I don't need to find out about it.
You're done lucky you ain't asleep. I'd knock you upside your head and make you take out that garbage.
You're not wrong. You are not wrong. And look, son, I can tell you, son, we have gotten a boatload of text messages from I'm serious, son. I'm serious that we're like, oh, yeah, we just call that growing up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's really, let's see, I believe it was Miss Vicky. Yeah, Miss Vicky said, not just yes, but hell yes. I wanted everyone to love my kids, and I rarely had to discipline them. That's right. Mr. Hofstetter said, I graduated from the leather belt school several times. Truly a learning experience. Some of us have like a doctorate, a master's degree in that.
All right. So now he said leather belt. I'm just going to put myself out there. And again, here's the deal. Leather belts for one. My dad's office over on Della Drive, it looked like a boat dock. Is there Josh, are you saying oars? Pretty much. Paddles? Very much. And so again, it was like a warning shot above the bow. You saw it and you're like, I ain't messing up ever.
Dude, it's like, imagine being an animal and walking into the office of a big game hunter, and all you look is you see heads mounted and stuff. That's what you see. Son, my Aunt Sandy had a paddle. It was that thick, and it had attitude adjuster scrawled on it.
Before Cena even had it.
I did not need to fool around. I already know. I let other people find out about it. Miss Donna texted in.
Oh, yeah.
Said her dad could pull off and pop his leather belt faster than a gunslinger, son.
and dude, here's the thing. And I got to know what you would say on this. I'm the same way in my family. I would rather dad pull the paddle off the wall than talk to me.
Oh, son.
Because and I know you guys will text in on this one. You'll agree. There are some parents out there that are like that. They've got a way with words, and you're just like, just smack me, beat me, whatever it is. Just get it out of the way. I don't want you to talk at me.
Yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and tell you this, son. Not only did I hate when Daddy talked to me, because it was always the same thing. Son, I don't know why. Every day I get up and I come home from work, and I get home, and I have to hear about how bad y'all been, and I have to whip you. Like, your mama's the one that wakes you up and takes care of you. She takes you to school. She fixes dinner for you. She buys you stuff all the time, and y'all treat her like a dog. And I'm the one that's got to beat you when I come home. That was bad enough, right? Because I already heard that speech a bunch. But Daddy also liked to whip you like to talk to you while I told you not to do that again, right? I know, Daddy. I'm sorry. 417-699-8446. Tell us about your alma mater, the parenting school of
Shared
FA.
trauma, baby.
Boy, nothing bonds people closer quicker than shared trauma. But I don't want to make it sound like my daddy just beat us all the time, because he didn't. And we had some good times, and it's because of my daddy I love stuff like Eastbound and Down. Here's Jerry Reed. It's the upside. That was good stuff, son.